Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Skate 3 in Tingsboro, where Drake and Raiders are taking on the Boston Latin Academy Dragons. Drake had lost 5-0 to these same Dragons in Boston on Sunday. Meanwhile, the day before, Drake had played Weston, and Weston won that game 2-1. Drake's goal was the first varsity goal from Kyle McManus. Zach, give the starters, please.
Yeah, again, I just want to say congrats to my buddy Kyle McManus. Congrats on the first one, bud. And there's going to be plenty more. I know that. So now I'm going to read the starting lineups first for the Boston Latin Academy Dragons. First off, it's in goal is Brendan Mannion. Forward, John Connolly. At defense, Donovan LaMonica, thank you. And another forward, Connor Walsh. Another forward, Nolan Rooney. And another defenseman, Chris Flynn. And now let's hear the Dragons starting lineups. Your defensive pair is Vela and McManus. You got left winger Berger, right wing Callery, and center is going to be Nate Lapointe. And I'm going to head over to the PA announcer. Yep, that was my Uncle Victor, who's up from Texas. How you doing, Uncle Victor? Say hello.
Good evening.
He's up here from Houston for a quick visit. Good to see him. And Nathan, y'all. So Nathan, you were at both games, I believe. And how did they look?
Actually, I was not at either game this weekend.
Oh.
I got scores through Twitter. I was going to go on Saturday, but I couldn't get a ride home, unfortunately, due to various circumstances beyond my control. And Sunday was on the road. Drake is 2-3-0. Boston Latin Academy 2-0-2. Once again, I want to play at Nathan Corum, a junior Drake High School.
And I'm Zach Cazzano. I'm a sophomore at Drake I. And we're getting ready to get set here. I'll be doing the color. And it's going to be Callery. Oh, no, Lapointe, my mistake. But Callery's out there. And, boy, has he been hot, Nathan.
Yep, absolutely. And he's their leading scorer right now. Puck about to be dropped between Connolly and Lapointe. At center. Faced off one by Connolly. The music continues playing. Dumping it is Chris Flynn before being retrieved by Alec Vela. Looks for Jake Callery on the right wing. Callery, right boards, in a circle, shooting. Gets off the boards behind. The line continuing by Vela, shooting, and a save by Mannion.
Middy's putting on some pressure early, and that's what they got to do. Keep putting some shots on just like they have been, and they'll get one past them, hopefully.
Yep, and Connolly is the face-off taker for the Latin Academy again. Jake Callery, the usual top centerman for Drake, is taking it from this time. And Connolly wins it. Flynn tries to clear out, but he cannot. Vela keeps it alive. Captain Berger, left wing shot, stopped by Mannion. Adam Berger is in my physics class. Just as a random note, Jake Callery left corner. Turnover in Latin Academy gets to Connor Walsh. Has a puck off the left wing for Nolan Rooney. Rooney looks for his spot. Pressure by McManus. Behind the net now. This is John Connolly. Back for Nolan Rooney. Pressure by Alec Vela. Connolly tries to dig it out. He can't. Adam Berger is able to bring it out via Jake Callery. Callery on the right wing. And it gets dumped wide of that as he was pressured by Donovan LaMonica. And a whistle. 102 in.
Yeah, so 13:58 to go. A lot of both ends of the ice looking good so far. And as we said, Boston Latin beating them 5-0. It's going to be a challenge here tonight, and they're going to have to put a lot of work in tonight.
That face-off was to the left of Mannion in the right circle. And up the wing now is Ryan Lornigan. Lornigan shoots, saved by Hardy. Rebound with Kyle Lake looking. He could not get a shot away.
Boy, was that a move. Nice little fake there and cut past the defender, and that was a great job.
And a shot taken on that play by John Tian does not reach the goal. Right corner battle, Drake is trying to get it out, and they're able to. Troy Thurkel, the captain, pushes it ahead. Forked back down by the Dragons. And on the puck now is Ryan Lornigan. Lornigan, right side. Right circle gets by Fagan. Lornigan still in the right circle. Now on the puck is Finn. And Tyler Robush, Drake picks up. It's kept in at the line by John Tian. This is Ryan Lornigan. Turnover. Troy Thurkel close it out. This will be an icing against Drake.
Yeah, Thurkel, I think he thought he was across the center ice, but he wasn't. Looked a little frustrated when he was going on the bench. I don't know if it was because of that or another reason, but still looking good right now, so hopefully they can get one past the goalie, yeah.
Face-off is to Hardy's left, and it gets to the left circle. On the ice now is Cole Bolduc, goalie number 23 for Dracut. He advances ahead, and it is now A.J. Cizik. The forward picked up behind them by Chris Flynn. And now it is Aaron Mulligan. Alec Vella looks for A.J. Cizik. He can't get him. And Ladden gets it out. Oh boy, I did not get a number 23 on my roster. This happened against Neshoba Tech back in February. I hate when that happens. So that's going to has to be improvisation for Ladden number 23. Speaking of numbers in the 20s for Ladden, that was Nolan Rooney backhanding it over the net.
I believe that actually hit the pipe, Nathan. I don't know if I heard it, but it definitely looked like it came off in a weird direction.
In front, score! It's Connolly, and it's 1-0 Ladden.
That's all you got to do. Pass right in front, no one absolutely covering him. Hardy was just not in the right position. It was just a nice shot, and he looked on the open side and put one past him, and now it's 1-0, Nathan.
Yep, he was all alone in the slot. His face-off between LaPointe and Lonergan. Lonergan wins it. Shane Lake asks John T and dumps him ahead. Looking for Lonergan, can't get him. Now it goes over the boards. The middies start off the other direction. Jake Callery. Here's Callery. He's pressured off the puck. And now it is in the right corner to the left of Mannion. Kyle Lake. Behind the net. So the assistant Nolan Rooney on that goal. Says it fins past for Lonergan, but it does not connect for any type of a shot. Kept alive by Ladden at the line. This is Joe McAdams. McAdams looks to advance it in. Tripping call coming against Dracut. Should be against Nate LaPointe.
Middies are struggling early here, Nathan. You know, already down 1 now. They're going to be on the penalty kill. They need to kill this one off here. That'd be pretty significant.
Absolutely. Bad penalty to take early, especially down by 1. And we're not even 4 minutes into the game. Okay, it was against Adam Berger, not Nate LaPointe. I thought he saw 19. The line, here is a drive, sent wide of the net by Donovan LaMonica. Nolan Rooney. Rooney passes, Lonergan. Pardon me, that was Shane Lake. There were 3 captains. Drive by LaMonica, sent wide of the net. John Connolly left corner. So go pass, and it's sent wide by Rooney. Connor Walsh. Around the boards for Connolly. Shane Lake at the line. Here is a drive. Stopped by Hardy. Rebound chance. Dirk Taylor tries to clear it. He can't. Shane Lake for John Connolly. Left side. Lake left point. Pass to Connolly left circle. It doesn't get to him in the first try. Gets to him in the second try. Connolly right corner. Passes. LaMonica. Connolly off the skate of Rooney. Alec Vella trying to clear it out. He doesn't get close to clearing out. My net now is Connor Walsh. Looks at his options. He gets John Connolly. 26 seconds ago to penalty. 10 minutes ago in the first period, and Dracut gets it out first. They can finally change.
Finally, Nathan, that took a long time. A minute and like 10 seconds that when puck was in the zone. They got to get their PK unit better. Either that or the Boston Lions power play is really strong, so they got to improve on that. And luckily, there was an icing, and the puck's going all the way back down.
Face off to the right of Mannion, coming between McAdams and Diaz. Tie, McAdams has it. McAdams still dumps it in to the right of Hardy. Aaron Mulligan looks in front, save, rebound. Hardy will freeze it up.
Good
with
stop.
2 seconds of the penalty.
Yeah, that was a good start by Hardy. He was tipped on net, too, and it was a great way for him to tie that one up, Nathan. And again, yeah, 2 seconds on the power play, so they just got to hopefully win this one so Berger can get down there. And there he goes.
Drake closes it out off the skate of Chris Flynn, who dumps it right back in. Eric Den sends it out. This will be an icing against Drake with 9:23 to go in the first period. It is 1-0 Boston Latin Academy on a goal by John Conley with the assist from Nolan Rooney.
So it doesn't look like it's going to be another eggnog game here, Nathan, as we're playing at Skate 3, unlike last year's Christmas game at Janus.
Janus, yeah.
If anyone watched that broadcast, you'll know what we mean.
Yep. The scoreboard had some problems there.
Ooh, that was close.
It eludes the reach of AJ Sizek. No icing.
Yeah, Sizik almost had that one too, Nathan. It was just a little bit past him.
Tim Gerard tries to clear it out, and Ladden will get it out. This is Brendan Butler. Left side shooting. Hardy with the save.
I love Hardy's glove, though. I mean, Hardy's got a nice glove, and that's probably like one of my favorites about goaltenders is when you see that nice glove save. It's just beautiful, Nathan.
Absolutely.
It's like waking up on Christmas morning and seeing all those presents in the tree.
And Christmas is Sunday.
Yep, it is.
The winter solstice was this morning at 5:44. Dumbing it down, Brendan Butler. Kyle McManus picks it for Drake. It looks for Alec Vela. Can't get him. He does get Berger, though. Berger looks for the advance for Kyle McManus. It's picked up by Brendan Butler. Turnover! McManus! But he's pressured off by John Tian. And that's Shane Lake. Now bringing it ahead, Tim Gerard. Dumped in. Adam Berger retrieves for Drake. 8:30 to go in the first period. Bringing it the other way, Adam Berger left wing side. He's pressured by Shane Lake. And then eventually getting the puck is Ryan Lonergan. Lonergan still has it in his own zone. He falls down courtesy of a nice play by Berger. Here's a chance. Kyle Lake, right side for Ladden, attacking zone. Right corner, he pressures with Alec Vela and gets into the stick of Kyle McManus. Turnover. Lonergan looks in front. And a failed opportunity for Ladden there. Drake trying desperately to get it out. Lonergan shoots off the crossbar.
Yeah, that was definitely crossbar, Nathan. You heard that ping throughout the arena.
Absolutely. Left boards. Drake gets it out.
Nothing's better than a goalie to hear that sound because you know you got a breaker there.
Yep. The ping is the goalie's best friend.
The post and crossbar, unless it's posting in. But
yep.
that is definitely one of the goalie's best friends is that pipe. For sure.
Yep. Face-off between Robuge and Lonergan. Robuge wins it. Drake trying to clear it out then. Comes Drake. Robuge trying to get something with Turkel, but getting it out, trying to clear it out is Chris Flynn. He can't. Ladden does get it out. This is Flynn and Finn, but it is a delayed offside against Drake as the puck pops back in. Flynn and Finn. For Ladden, dangles past Turkel, dumped in, pad save Hardy. Nolan Rooney, left side near the line, near the goal line. Cupped in by Flynn and Finn, shooting! Saved by Hardy. Alex Fagan trying to get it out.
Middy's got to get a shot on here. Goal. They haven't had one on there in a while, so they really got to get down there and get a shot off. This Latin defense is playing really strong right now, and Middy's offense has got to wake up and try and get some shots on them.
Yep. Chance. Slot. Save Hardy on the shot.
That was a
by
nice
Connor
save.
Walsh.
Nice save by Hardy. Great possession and a nice save, too. So it's a 6:49 to go in the first, and it's going to be down in Drake zone. Nathan?
Yep. To the left of Ryan Hardy, as it's been near him so many times in this game so far. Deflected in front off the second Nolan Rooney on a shot taken by Shane Lake. Lake again, and it's deflected wide. Alec Vela tries to get it out. Battle right boards around the half boards, and then it is gone out. And trying to win the race was Alex Fagan, but the mass high school hockey icing rules may have contributed to that one, in part.
A lot of icings too, Nathan.
Yep. Not the best first period for Drake. Faced off on McConnelly. A shot taken by Walsh. Nice glove by Hardy.
Very festive in here, Nathan. I like it.
Yep, but the Christmas lights are on the boards. And it is December 21st of 2016. Jake Calloway wins the draw. Alex Fagan, right corner. And there's a battle in the right corner for the puck. Fagan gets it for Berger. Off the boards and out. Here is Jake Calloway. He loses control. Shane Lake for Connor Walsh. Turnover. Bringing it ahead, Jake Calloway. Calloway, turn one. Shooting. Saved by Mannion.
Wow, did you see that move by Calloway?
I
That
did.
was pretty impressive. That was like Calloway. I think that's Calloway's first shot of the game because this defense has been strong and Jake Calloway's been struggling. And finally, his first shot is a nice one on a nice move, and it was just a great save.
Yeah, and probably could have turned it better if he had passed to LaPointe, I think. But it's in the pass now. Shot on the boards. Alec Vella left side looks in front. Kept alive by nope. Looks like Berger doesn't keep it in.
Yeah, bouncing puck hard to keep in there, Nathan.
Yep. And McMahon, no. That was Nate LaPointe. I botched that one. I was about to botch that one badly. As it's down in the other end of the ice now. Behind the Drake net is Joe McAdams for Ladin. It gets to Hardy, who freezes it up for it seems like the 1000th time in this game.
And both teams are going to get a change here with 5:31 to go, and hopefully the Middies can tie this one up.
Yep.
It'd be. Oh, wait a minute. It seems we.
Penalty against Drake at Berger.
Yeah, Berger's in the box. I'm not sure what that's for. Holding. That's the call here. So yeah, Middies. Boston's on the power play, Nathan.
Yep, and Lornigan's drive is denied. Gets down to Mannion. Middies with a quick clear. Unlike the last penalty, almost a rough on the edges turnover. Troy Turkel trying to get it for Drake at right corner of the attacking zone, but surrounded by Boston Latin Academy defenders. Turkel keeps it alive. Now trying to clear it out and doing so successfully is Donovan LaMonica. Hammering it in is Alex Fagan. And Nolan Rooney. John Connolly. Ryan Lonergan. Lonergan left side. Shooting. Save. Rebound chance.
Oh my!
Nice stop by Hardy on John Connolly.
He got that left pad over Nathan, and I'm just gonna say this: their PK is looking a lot better now. Even though that was such a quality chance, they've been getting it out of there. So it's good so far by the PK unit.
Absolutely.
And a great save by Hardy to boot.
Yep. Hardy's been excellent tonight. Alec Vella backhands it out. 35 to go in the penalty. Left corner Patterson and Lonergan. And Lonergan had that one easily. Landums down the other way. John Connolly pass. Nolan Rooney back to Connolly. Left side. Here's a drive by LaMonica. It's deflected wide. Shane Lake. Middies get it out. As picking up that puck was Tyler Robush, and he just sent it right out. Rooney and Robush pressure for it. Rooney gets it. 2 seconds of the penalty. Rooney. For Ladin. Left circle, drop back. He was able to get Connor Walsh. And then Walsh turns it over. Drake McManus shoots, glove save by Mannion. He plays it. And then Shane Lake left corner as he was able to chip away from Adam Berger. Nate LaPointe shoots, stopped by Mannion. LaPointe looks in front. Ladin will get it out.
Yeah, Mannion probably should have held that one. Even though it was some players back, I still think he might have should have held that one, Nathan.
Yeah, I was surprised. Calloway's drive sent wider than that from the left point. Adam Berger looks for Nate LaPointe. Berger now staying on several options, but Calloway getting to it. Probably intercepted by our nameless player, number 23. I'll inquire about that at the intermission. Adam Berger trying to pick up the puck with Drake. He does now attempt to head via Alex Bogosian. And Ladin gets it. John Tien trying down by the head. But Drake keeps it from ever getting into their own zone. 2:50 to go in the first. Nate LaPointe trying to bring it ahead with Drake. 2:46 left. Shane Lake for Ladin. Right side. Lake gets by Bogosian. Shooting. Score! Shane Lake. 2-0 Ladin.
Yeah, nice wrister by Shane Lake there, and gets it past Hardy, and now it's 2-0.
The Drake it down 2-0 with 2:38 to go in the first period. Lake's goal was unassisted. Alec Vela for Drake it. Kyle McManus, and he shoots it straight into his own bench.
Yeah, 2:25 to go now, Nathan, in the first, and now it's really crucial to get a goal here. You know, you're down by 2, and you know, you definitely want to try and get one here before they go into intermission, and hopefully they can do that. Plenty of time to do so.
Yep. Alex Bogosian trying to get up with somebody. Adrian Sizik trying to get up with Drake it. He can't. Ryan Lonergan behind the Drake and that wraparound chance. Saved by Huddy.
Just like to mention on camera, we have Mike Dobbs and Tyler Massey doing the camera tonight. Thank you guys for coming out. And that's not a good penalty. That's a bad penalty there. This might be more than 1:30 there, Nathan.
Yep. Let's see how long it is.
And I'm just gonna peek the roster again. It was Diaz that got hit in the board, and he skated off. He's a little shaken up there.
Ryan Lonergan to the box.
Nope, they're just gonna give it a minor here, Nathan.
Okay, so Drake will take that power play chance with 2:06 to go.
And this one is huge, Nathan. Is this one jump back out, and they got to regroup here.
Yep. So Drake it has it in his own Jake Calorie. Not the way you want to start a power play, having it brought into your own zone. Nate LaPointe the other way for Drake it. Has to Kellen Berger. Near him and behind him, Calorie and McManus. Calorie, McManus. Shooting, score! Kyle McManus, minis within 1. His second varsity goal.
That's my buddy Kyle McManus, dude. That's an awesome goal, my first one. See him there. Nice shot. It's a wrister, and it's big. And now they're down by 1, and it's huge, Nathan. That's really big.
2 goals in 3 games for Kyle McManus. Power play goal at that.
Yep, his second of the season and his second of his career. Congrats on Kyle McManus, and it's a big one. His first one at home. First home goal.
Yep. Second home goal.
Oh,
yeah, the game against Weston was at the Ice Center in Salem.
Oh, okay. I thought that was an away one.
Nope, it was the game on Sunday against Boston Latin Academy that was on the road. Kyle McManus is on my bus. In addition to Zach knowing him in some classes. Face off between LaPointe and Dylan. Tied up. And bring it ahead. Calorie shoots behind the net.
That was just over the crossbar. I think if that was a little bit lower, he might have had him beat there, Nathan.
Yep, behind the net. Jake Calorie. Left side shooting. And it gets over Mannion again.
Another
Taking
one.
a shot off the post. Berger twisted front set wide.
Now this is the minis team I'm seeing now.
And a whistle.
This is the minis team I know well, and this is how they've been playing. And now I think that goal sparked it. That power play sparked it. As soon as Diaz got hit in those boards, that got their head in the game and some quality chances. Another good shot by Calorie just over the crossbar. And they're so fast. I believe if he gets one below the crossbar, it's going to go in, Nathan.
Yep.
With the buck 04 to go.
Yep. LaPointe against McAdams. To the right of Mannion. It is tied up, and picking up is Chris Flynn for Ladin. Now Aaron Mulligan couldn't get it out, and a shot by McManus is fought off by Mannion. 52 seconds ago. Gone out, here's Kyle McManus. Neutral zone dumped back in, but his 2 men in the zone, Berger and Cali, were offside, so they have to retreat and prepare for an attack by Boston Latin Academy the other way. McManus on the boards, not out. McAdams, the line, but it's forced out. and then sent right back in. With 28 seconds to go, Adam Williger penalty coming against Boston. Nope, that was offside. Never mind, I apologize. To bring it ahead, left side play. 17 seconds to go. So Nate LaPointe gets the assist on McManus's second varsity goal of his career. With 3 seconds to go in the period, sent back down and controlling his own zone is Chris Flynn for the end of the first period, where Dragon Middies are down 2-1 to the Boston Latin Academy Dragons. The goals in the period, Boston Latin Academy got the first 2 goals. The first one coming from John Conley, assisted by Nolan Mooney. The second one from Shane Lake, unassisted, and a power play strike by Kyle McManus for Draken, assisted by Nate LaPointe, got them on the board. We'll be back with period number 2.
Welcome to Skate 3 in Tingsboro. Getting ready for the second period here as Draken is down 2-1, and now to Nathan for the play-by-play.
A clarification throughout the Boston Latin Academy number 23. I went to the scorekeepers table between periods, and there's no number 23 listed on the game sheet. I sent a tweet to the Boston Latin Academy hockey Twitter account and asked about that, and hopefully I'll get a response sometime soon. Anyway, right corner, this is Connor Walsh pressuring with Alec Bella before it gets sent on the boards looking for John Connolly. Connolly picks it up and it's kept alive at the line by Donovan and Monica before Draken will get it out of the zone.
So yeah, Nathan, down 1 here. They looked fire to the end of this first period. Hopefully this can continue throughout the second and hopefully throughout the entire game.
Yep. Eric Den dumps it the other way before picked up by Donovan and Monica. And then it hit Nate LaPointe's stick as he was right on the blue line, so that is an offside against Draken.
So Nathan, I gotta ask you, what's the weather gonna be like, and how you doing, Cam? That's my buddy Cam right there. So Nathan, how's the weather looking for Christmas time? I know we're all probably curious, but you can get back to play-by-play and just let us know at the next whistle, hopefully.
Okay. And the net is John Tian for Boston Latin Academy. Is on the right boards now. There's a pressure play, well, there was, and now the Dragons will get it out in the direction where it's being picked up by Alex Fagan. He gets Tyler Roberge, and it's gloved down by John Tian. This is Shane Lake. For John Tian, it gets it down the other way. There'll be no icing. Right corner, the Drake zone to the left of Hardy. 13:25 to go in the second period. Kyle Diaz. Picked up, shot by Tian. Frozen up by Hardy.
Good save there by Ryan Hardy. And now it's a face-off. And I believe Nathan's going to give us a weather update.
Yeah, so not that it matters. This won't air for at least another week. But the 5-day chance of snow showers tomorrow morning, less than an inch, high 35. Friday, sunny 40. Saturday, chance rain showers 43. Christmas Day, sunny 43. So any snow we get tomorrow will melt. Now that's on to Brendan Mannion, who sticks it away for Chris Flynn behind the net. And they lose a race. AJ Sizik.
Thank you very much, Nathan.
You're welcome, Zach. Middies keep it in, AJ Sizik. To dump it down, and it gets around the boards. Alec Bella, left side, then Latin will get it ahead. This is Aaron Mulligan. Looks for Joe McAdams, but escaped the reach, and Latin sends it back in. There's a delayed offside against him, 12:30 to go. Alec Bella.
Nice pass there by Bella.
AJ Sizik up on the line. Sizik dumps it in before it gets right back out. Bringing it ahead is Connor Walsh. Left corner behind the Dragon net. Walsh. Shane Lake. Shot. Doesn't get on goal thanks to a small walk by Sizik. Dumped back in by Chris Flynn. Picked up by Kyle McManus. He twists. Sent ahead. Turned over. Nolan Mooney. Sent in front. Batted down by John Connolly, who is looking in front.
Close call there.
There was a hit along the left half boards, dumped out, and down the other way for an icing against Dracut with the 11:39 to play in the second.
So I think on behalf of all of us at DATV, we want to wish you a happy holiday season as it's coming close to us, and we hope you have a safe and healthy and everything New Year.
Yep.
And
a close call.
Yeah, beat him, and I think it actually went 5-hole and then hit the pipe and out. I'm not sure, but that's what it looked like to me, Nathan.
Yep. Shane Lake shoots wider than that. You're right. Hopefully, happy, healthy New Year for everyone. This 2017 arrives in 10 days. And a lot. Jake Calorie, right side, comes in. Saved by Mannion. Rebound. LaPointe, twist in front. Ladden trying to get away with the game. They get a drive. It's blocked in front.
Close call there for Jake Calorie. He was defended great, and he just got a decent shot off, and it was a great save by Mannion.
Yep. Very nice opportunity to tie the game. It was sent in front. And a shot by Lonergan sent either wide or onto Hardy. Sent down the other way, no icing. John Tian gets behind the net. Ryan Lonergan. Lonergan, pressure by Calorie. Lonergan holds on to it and gets it away.
2-on-1, Nathan.
Lonergan, 2-on-1. He loses control. Thanks to a nice play by Finn. Then a shot from the blue line by Lake is fought off. Monica at the line, left point, shot deflected over the net by Kyle Lake.
Good tip there, Nathan, just a little bit over the crossbar. And that one's, thought it was out of play. Oh, now it is.
Yep, 10-10 to play. And yeah, I mentioned hopefully everyone has a happy holidays, happy New Year. A lot of people are hoping that the year 2017 will be better than the year 2016. I won't get into any reasons. But it was a very rough year for a lot of people, including my mother, whose car got totaled in a car accident last week. She's fine. She's a nice new car, luckily. Anyways, Dracut, the puck. Kyle McManus streaking, right side. Nice little move. I think he is slashed, it appears, is the call.
Can I just say, what a move by Kyle. Even though he went down, that was a nice, nifty move.
Yep, on the bus.
And that's what I love about him is how he cheats in, and that's what has both those goals, and it's working very well for him right now, Nathan.
Yep, he showed me a video on the bus on Monday of his goal. He streaked on the right side a lot like that for his goal against Weston.
And even on the power play goal, he was down there too. So
yep,
it's working out.
Short answer to Connolly looks in front, but missing a pass was Nolan Rooney.
And it's an interference call, so Drake is on the PK again, and so far looking...
Ladden on the PK.
Oh, we're on the power play. My mistake, folks.
And who did they say it was against? I'm just marking it down.
I will get that in a moment, Nathan.
Yep. So, sending it out is Shane Lake, picked up by Kyle McManus in his own zone. Evaluating his options, has to spin around to avoid the pressure of John Connolly.
It was number 14, Nathan. That's who's in the box right now.
Donovan LaMonica is in the box for Boston Latin Academy. Jake Calorie, shot doesn't get on goal. Nolan Rooney sends it out, and the stick play it is Ryan Hardy. He gives it over for Kyle McManus. 32 seconds go into penalty. McManus advance ahead. Turnover dumped in by Shane Lake.
PK Newton for Boston's looking really well right now, Nathan, and maybe he just can't get it down there.
Tyler Wilbers tries to get it out of his own zone, and he does. Now Boston Ladden's... Sorry about that. I just kind of had a memory lapse there. That was Chris Flynn in the puck for Boston Ladden. Kyle Diaz will drake it now in the Ladden zone. Wilbers couldn't get it. Getting it. McManus. Calorie. High slot. Drives. Score! Jake Calorie has tied the game!
Nice one-timer. Great pass from McManus. It looked like that puck was coming out of the zone, Nathan. And McManus, nice pass to Calorie. Saw him open, and Calorie one-times at home and knots this game up at 2. And this is a great game right now, Nathan. And the Dracut fans are getting wild up over there.
Yeah, I was starting to say Calorie driving a save by Mannion. But
Yeah, it actually it beat him 5-hole,
Yeah.
Nathan. Because I
Yeah,
could see,
like,
I could see the people behind the net reacted first before we did.
Yeah.
I think even before the players did as well.
I'm like, oh boy, that's 5-hole. He's just scored. Patrick Crowley, right side. Pass. RJ Patterson. Let's pick up by Shane Lake, who closed it out. Alec Dennis had the right back in. Ladin controls their own zone, though was Dragon had to reset because they want to play it offside. Alex Fagan picks it up. Fagan. Drive. Wide.
And like I was saying, how Jay Calorie was hot, and Nina showed it again tonight as he gets his 4th goal of the season, I believe.
He had 2 against, so he
It would be a 6th goal.
5.
It's 5? Okay.
Yes, 2 against Bedford, 2 against Neshoba Tech, and 1 here. The assists on the goal go to Kyle McManus and Adam Berger. So two of the kids I know the best on the hockey team because McManus on my bus and Adam Berger is on my physics class. Getting the points on Jake Calorie's goal. Face-off is to the left of Brendan Mannion. Between Ryan Lonergan and it appears Tyler Roberge. And it's on the left side, Captain Troy Thurkel for the Middies. Picked up by Chris Flynn of the Dragons. It is behind the net now. Diaz, turnover. Kyle Lake, but he coughs it up. Robo shoots, and a freeze-up save by Mannion.
Mindy's looking a lot better right now, Nathan. You can agree with me. Since that, I'm going back to the first year, when like I was talking about that penalty on Diaz, it's like there's a different team on the ice.
Absolutely.
In a good way, too.
Much better. McManus dumps it back in before the Dragons send it back out. Flynn and Finn drop back, looks for Ryan Lonergan, but Kyle McManus with a nice play. And it gets down, and his middy's trying to clear it out. Tyler Robles, but he's unable to. Alec Vela looks for Kyle McManus. McManus tries to clear. He can't, then he does. Sent right back in by Chris Flynn, delayed offside against the Dragons. Drake gets it out. And what you just saw there, in my opinion, was one of the dumbest parts of the icing rules in MIAA hockey. Kyle Diaz clearly had that race. I've seen it happen several times now. That rule should be modified, in my opinion.
I agree.
Yep. Face off to Hardy's right.
It is also for the safety of the players, though.
Yeah, but it's not like it was a it's not like it was a close race. Like Diaz was clearly ahead in that race. Calorie dumps it in behind, and forced to freeze it up is Mannion.
Yeah, just
as
took
it got
a
to
funny
his glove.
Yeah, just took a funny bounce off the boards, and he just had to take that one.
6:22 remaining in this second period. The game is tied at 2. 6:29. Apologies for that. Thank you, Zach, for that correction. I'm usually pretty right in time, but happens occasionally where you mess a number or a name up.
Now it's
Occasionally
6:22.
time. Yep. It's going to come to Mannion's right between Connolly and Calorie. Calorie tie-up win. Fagan looks down, obfuscated Connolly. 2-on-1 for Boston Latin Dragons. Rooney, pass, eluded Connolly's reach. Gets dumped down the other way, and Mannion will freeze it. 6:06 to play in this second period. Again, for those of you just tuning in, Drake and Boston Latin Academy are tied at 2. Boston Latin scored the first 2 goals of the game coming from John Conley and Shane Lake. Then responding for Drake were Kyle McManus and Jake Calorie. Speaking of Jake Calorie, he has the puck now. Looks at his options for a pass. Calorie, Berger, Vela, drive, saved by Mannion.
Yeah, good save by Mannion, and this is a lot different game than the Boston Latin one in Boston. Drake and Mitty's definitely learning from their mistakes in that game, and already having experience with this team, they know how they've been playing, so they were able to adjust. And right now, it shows it as they have a tie game here with 5:44 now to go in the second period.
Yeah, but Jake Calorie just started up into the mesh, up above the Boston Latin defensive net. By the way, both the Drake goals were on the power play. Calories came right at the end of the power play, and false draw as R.J. Patterson was taking for Drake and Joe McAdams for Boston Latin. There's a big tie up there, and it gets R.J. Patterson. Alec Vela drive sent wide of the net. Joe McAdams wraparound chance, and it does not get in. It might have been on goal, but it did get wide very quickly. And then it is sent down the other direction. Kyle McManus. AJ Sizik, he turns it over for the nameless number 23, who is not on any roster sheet that's in the building, including the official game sheet. Brian Lonergan. Turn over AJ Sizik before being turned right back over. And a couple of series of skate turnovers. Here's Alec Bella dumping it in. It's behind Mannion. Chris Flynn. Looks for Ryan Lonergan, couldn't get it. Dan Warner had it briefly, and there's a shot on goal taken, and it gets off of Mannion and wide. That shot from Joe Gagnon. Cal McManus dumps it in, and whoa. Okay, Ryan Lonergan was just pushing on Cal McManus. Not sure if Camus got that or not. Kept alive. Here's a drive by Gagnon. It does not get anywhere near the goal, as he was pressured off by Aaron Morgan.
Yeah.
Gets down the other way, and Hardy will stick it and hand it off for Dan Warner. Turned over. Brian Lonergan, tripping call against Dan Warner.
You know, that's not really right, Nathan. There's been 2 calls they haven't called yet, and they both should have been on Boston, and now they got called with that, and I just don't think that should be a call. I mean, back behind the play, Ryan Lonergan was clearly holding down Kyle McManus, and that was just a not right play. So that's just not right. I don't think Mitty should be on the PK here. And it's Warner in the box.
So Dan Warner's in the box, and the Dragons with power play. 4 minutes left in the second period. Eric then trying to send it down into the Latin zone for Drake, but he can't, as they're in the neutral zone, right in front of the Latin bench at the Drake zone. 12-1, there's a chance. Connor Walsh. The line. Donovan Alonica. Drive wide of the net. Shane Lake evaluates his options. Finds Monica right point. Lake top of the left circle. John Connolly looks at his options. Send in front. Backhand score! A tip by Walsh. It's 3-2. Latin Academy.
Yeah, it didn't take much there, Nathan. It was like an earlier power play Boston Latin had when they were just pounding Hardy, and it was just a little pass, and it was just a nice little tip backhand, and it was roofed it, and it was just enough to beat him, and it was a nice goal and a great power play for the Dragons there.
Yep, and as you're saying, those calls and non-calls can affect games. And I think there should have been at least one penalty against the Dragons on the sequence before.
Behind the play, there was clearly another tripping penalty, and they're just not calling it. Wondering if these refs are from Boston, Nathan.
Okay, Zach, let's not get into suggestions of bias.
Oh, God.
McManus, pass, Calorie, in his stick, and it gets wide of the net.
You never know.
Well, just as easy as possible, these refs are from the bug shoes and don't have any sort of bias. Which I have full confidence in the officiating, even if they do miss a couple of calls. They're refs. They're human. We all miss calls, and it's been icing against the Dragons with 2:40 to play in the second.
I think they're actually going to call a penalty here, maybe, Nathan. Yep. Oh, no, never mind. It was just icing. I thought there might have been a penalty coming up. .240 to go in the second.
Face-off tie up to the right of Mannion. Committee's trying to get to be Apologies for that. Both teams trying to advance into attacking zones, and Jake Cowley, right side attacking zone, sends it wide of the goal. 2:19 to play. Eric Den looks his options and is turned over. Here come the Dragons either way. Lonigan drops back for Kyle Lake. Forward's picked up by Nate LaPointe for the middies. Looks around for Jake Cowley, but he can't get it. Flann Finn for the Dragons. 2 minutes left exactly. Adam Boogie gets out for Dragon. Finn back in, right back in. Boogie sent right back out by Den. This is a game of in and out right now. Eric Den enters that neutral zone, trying to bring it ahead. He dumps it into the Latin zone with 1:45 to go in period number 2. Drake looking for a late equalizer in the second. And it is almost kept in, but it does pop out a little bit. 1:31 to go in period 2. Kyle McManus forked out off a skate of Chris Flynn. It's down in the Latin zone. McManus trying to clear it out. He can't. Robles tried to, and he could not. John Connolly has the puck before being turned over to Tyler Robles with 1:07 to go. Troy Thurkel, the captain of the middies, looks to dump it in, but he can't as Shane Lake picks it up. Advance for Nolan Rooney. Rooney, left side, shooting, and it gets off the side of the cage 52 seconds to go. Manis looks around. Here's Connolly looking at his options, 45 seconds left. John Connolly. It's down to Connor Walsh. Walsh, who just scored for the Dragons to put them ahead. And then Drake will get it out. I think Kyle McManus had that clear to flee an icing.
Nathan, I just want to say, since the pretty much end of that first period, it's gotten a lot more chippier in this game, and we've seen it all throughout this period as well, and a lot more action. And, middies are down 1 here, still 30 seconds to go. It's in their own zone, but they still have some time to hopefully get down there and get one before the end of the period.
Yep, 30.7 is the time remaining. Jake Cowley tie up. Gone for Boston Glen. A drive by Shane Lake. It's fought off by Brian Hardy. It's down the other way. John Tian for Aaron Mulligan. Right side battle. Ryan Lornigan trying to get it around. Shane Lake. Aaron Mulligan. 9 seconds to go. That was John Tian, not Ryan Lornigan on that last play. 5 seconds to go. LaPointe. Pass. Burger. Back in a save. No! Shooting it over the net was Nate LaPointe. And if it had gone in, that would have counted as was before the buzzer.
Yeah, that definitely would have been before the buzzer. That one was very close. Juicy rebound, but just couldn't put it home. And, they're down 1, but, hey, it's still a tight game heading into the third. So I'm Zach Rosano on color, and Nathan Corum doing play-by-play. We will be back to bring you the third period here from Skate 3 in Tingsboro. Welcome back, Skate 3 Arena in Tingsboro, Mass. We are at the Red Rink right now. Middies down 3-2 against the Boston Latin Academy Dragons. Nathan, I just want to talk to you for a minute before you do the play-by-play.
Okay.
So we're down by 1. The last game they played on Sunday, they were down 5-0, and now it's a 3-2 game. I mean, you got to admit, they've definitely redeemed themselves playing against the team already, and they've learned from their mistakes.
Absolutely.
So, how do you think they need to get a goal again, pass this goaltender, and hopefully get another one, and protect Hardy, and try and get a win here?
Yeah, well, play strong team defense and get a bunch of shots on. Scoring recap for period 2. Drake gets scored on a power play. Jake Cowley from Comic Rams to Adam Burger, tie 2. Then for Boston Latin Academy, Connor Walsh scored from John Connolly, also on the power play. Third period on. John Connolly turns it over. Nate LaPointe, 3-on-2. Pass Adam Burger. Looks at his options on the left boards. And the Dragons get it out. John Connolly, left side, pressure by McManus. Connolly, left side goal. The drive, at the point, LaMonica drives, does not get on goal. Now it is Connor Walsh shooting. Save, rebound, banged in front. Walsh, turned over. Jake Cowley. Pops off the stick of LaMonica. Dragon trying to dump it back in, but it's picked up by Jake Cowley, neutral zone. Looks for Nate LaPointe. Gets out of the corner of the point. Evaluates his options with 14 minutes to go. And the Dragons will get it. Ryan Lornigan dumps it ahead as they go for a change. Eric Dunn from the middies pass. Adam Berger. Left point. Point picked up by Shane Lake. Ryan Lornigan gets it. Lornigan alone. Saved by Hardy. Pop behind.
Great save by Hardy there.
And it gets down the other direction. And behind the net, John Tian. Turnover. It looked like he was going to turn over. Now it is turned over, and okay. I think I just saw a signal of a penalty.
Yeah.
Yep, Jake Calloway for a slash.
Huge penalty kill here, Nathan. They need
Yep.
it. Down one.
Yep. And it's cleared out. Brendan Mannion with the puck. Turnover. Delkel. Jansen front. Lost control. Diaz. Save. Rebound. Lofted wide. Net dislodged.
Oh, my.
What a short-handed chance.
Diaz had him. Oh, my. He shot it wide. If he didn't shoot that wide, it would have been a tie game, Nathan.
Yep. Him and Nate LaPointe at the end of the second, too.
And what a way to keep it down there with Circle, putting some great pressure on.
Yep.
And it's going to be in Boston Latin zone, so this is a good for the middies here, too.
Connolly and Diaz tied up. Connolly wins it. Connolly advances, picked up, and then dumped back in by the middies. Kyle McManus was the one who dumped it in. Dragons have now been turnover. Alex Fagan. Couple pressures. Diaz dumps it back in. 51 seconds to go in the penalty. And Ryan Lonigan advances to John Connolly. Now Connor Walsh. Drop back. Nolan Rooney. Tyler LaMonica. Ryan Lonigan left to goal drive. Save. Rebound. Midi triangle again. Twist in front. Stop on Connor Walsh's shot by Ryan Hardy.
Good stop there by Hardy, and he got lucky there. There was a lot of traffic in front. If there's one player there, it could have been a nice rebound goal there. So good job by Hardy and great job by the PK unit so far.
Lonigan, right corner. Looked like he was going to cough it up to McManus. But after some play, Donovan and Lamonica at the line for the Dragons. And a power play drive deflected wide off. I believe it was McManus that hit.
It was Diaz.
Diaz, sorry. I knew it was either him or Diaz. Right battle between Kyle Diaz and Donovan Lamonica. Picked up the line by Nolan Looney. Drop back, and Shane Lake was offside. They will reset.
Penalty over.
Penalty is killed. Nice kill for the middies, although there was several close chances. Gets down the other way. Mannion with a stick for Shane Lake. Left side of the Dragon defensive zone. On the puck is John Tian. Almost turned over to Cole Bolduc. Bolduc handed off Patterson, but then the Dragons get it. Fagan can keep it alive for the middies. Our nameless number 23 player for the Dragons. Handoff, drop back, John Tian. Turnover! OJ Patterson! Right side shot! Stopped by Mannion.
Good chance there for Patterson and a great save by Mannion to keep it a 1-goal lead for Boston Latin.
Patterson dumps it back in. Get behind Mannion. Shane Lake the plate. 10:48 to go. Drop back. And right side, Nate LaPointe. Eric Dana drive sent wide. Eric Dana's on the middies with the goal of the season. Jake Calloway looks at his options. Right side, 10:29 to go. Fagan a drive, saved by Mannion. Gets back out and flipped up into the netting and down into Nate LaPointe's glove. That is a whistle.
Just a little fun fact here. The Drake middies were playing at Matthews Arena, which is the home of the Northeastern Huskies hockey team, which is the college university up in Boston. And it was also a former home to the Boston Celtics from 46 to 55, and also home to the Boston Bruins from 1924 to 28. So that's pretty cool.
Yep, the first home of the Boston Bruins and the oldest still operating indoor rink and then pretty sure at least the United States, perhaps the world. I'm not sure, Zach, you're on the page right now. If you could check that one out while you're on your phone.
Yeah, it opened in 1910.
Yep.
Yeah, it is the
Face-off.
oldest indoor ice hockey rink still being used in hockey, and it is the oldest multi-purpose athletic building still in use in the world, which is pretty incredible. So
Ryan Lonergan, and that's where Boston Latin Academy plays their home games at. Lonergan behind the net,
okay.
pass, chance, fought off. McManus off the boards and out. Chris Flynn tried to dump back and he can't. Ryan Lonergan, neutral zone now, right along the red line. Turnover, Adam Berger, 9:38 to go. Berger, look for a drop.
Berger got lit up there, Nathan.
Yep. And now it is Nolan Mooney left side. Looks for John Connolly, but the pass is way out of his reach. Gets on the left side now, and there is a whistle.
Oh man, that's my uncle.
What
you doing?
What did he say?
He's been yelling a lot this game. He likes hockey. Who doesn't?
Left side, Kyle Diaz trying to get out. He can't. Now Drake will get it out. Tyler Wilbur drop back. Kyle Diaz. Troy Tokel, the captain. Turnover. Now cut back by Roberge. Roberge flips it in behind Mannion. 8:56 to go.
Quality chance.
Left side. Sorry, my mother was sending me a text asking how long I think that was going to be. Apologies for that. Sent to the front by Flynn and Finn. Walsh looks back. Cut by Fagan for Den. Den try to get it in his skates and then his stick. Eric Den advance. Give the direction for the middies. Den still has it. Dump behind with 8:20 to play. This is Flynn and Finn, left side. Dumped in, cut by Kyle McManus. McManus has it, right side, shot. Gets behind it, McManus pressuring again. Before it's picked up by Flynn and Finn, the Dragons. Lofted high, but it stays within the bounds of the ice. And Alec Vela in the puck now at 7:54 to play. In the third period, Drake it down by 1. Trying to fork it back in for the Dragons is Aaron Morgan. Middies get the other way. Ryan Silva, shot wide of the net. Patrick Crowley looks in front, but the Dragons will get it. Our name was 23, has a chance. Shot, save, rebound, sent wide of the net, thanks to a nice play by Cal McManus. The line, LaMonica shoots, save, throws out by Hardy. No rebound opportunity, 7:27 to go in the third.
Good save by Hardy there. A nice shot by Kyle McManus on D.
Go, Big D.
So the right of Hardy, Gene Calloway and Connolly tied up at the line. LaMonica, a drive, does not get on goal. 7:17 to go in the third period. This game's gone by pretty quick. LaMonica, left point, drive, deflected up. And a penalty, and the middies bench is,
Wow.
wait, nope, 4-on-4. As Donovan LaMonica and Jay Calloway are both into the box, and the Drake coaches are arguing this one. Head coach Jeff DeVos directly to the officials.
Boston is too.
Yeah, 4-on-4. As I was mentioning, Donovan LaMonica is the one in the box for them. And
Get that D.
Let's hear what the penalty is from the PA announcer.
Yep, so it'll be 5-on-5. Apologies. And a quick whistle.
I think it was
7:04 to go. Roughing against Monica. Both
roughing
for
minors each, Lathan.
Yep, John Tien. Shane Lake. Now picked up by Eric Den. He dumps it in. Chased by John Tien. 6:44 to play. Brian Lonergan. Now the pass. This is John Connolly. And a nice play with Fagan. Before getting to it was Nolan Rooney. He shoots it wide.
Good save there by Hardy.
6:30 to play. And Drake will get out. Nate LaPointe. 6:24 to go. LaPointe gets by. Right side. LaPointe tried to get it on goal, and Mannion will freeze it up with 6:16 to go. He's got a scrum near the front of the net. But not a very big one. Relatively standard by high school hockey standards. Saw a pretty big one against Wayland back in January of this year. That was probably the most significant scrum I've seen.
Yeah, that was a pretty big scrum, for sure.
Yeah, there was another one against Wayland in March in that playoff game we did.
Yeah, up in
And
Watertown.
It gets to Mannion. It's fought off. Now it's on the left side. Bella turned over. Lake. With Finn kept in by McManus though. Shot fought off by Mannion. Off the boards, but Bella tried to keep it alive. He couldn't. Dumped right back in and onto Mannion, who must stick it away.
That was a great way to keep it in was McManus, and was able to get a quality chance in there.
5:47 to go. We give a whistle.
Both benches are getting aggravated here, Nathan, and I can understand why. I think the Middies bench is a little more, but definitely a lot of missed and bad calls in this game so far.
Yep.
And it's been effective too.
Yeah. Well, it's been a factor. You can't really say it's been effective without making it sound like the referees are biased, which they're not. So the mistakes are going against both sides. But it is like the Middies bench is more aggravated. This is Finn left side. Cut by McManus. He has sent it out the boards and out. And they ruled that was into the bench. So both Calorie and LaMonica out of the box now. Out of the roughing minors with 5:26 to go in the third.
Yeah, Middy's got to try and get one soon, Nathan. It's getting close.
Yep.
And, you know, we do know that when it gets down to that close in time, you may see Hardy get pulled. And if it does come close to that, I will keep an eye on him if the play is in the other end.
Okay, thank you. Middies pop it out. Nate LaPointe.
2-on-1.
Calorie has Bogo. Score! Jake Calorie ties the game. His second of the night.
Jake Calorie, what did I tell you, Nathan? He's hot, and he's remaining hot. His second of the game and his sixth of the season. And boy, was that a wrister. I think it might have knocked the water bottle off the net. It was such a nice shot. It roofed it, and now it's a tie game with 5:15 to go in the third. Nathan, this is going to be a good game, and it's going to come down to the final second.
A huge goal for Jake Calorie. And we are square at 3. Nate LaPointe dumps it in behind Mannion. Chris Flynn. Unassisted goal for Calorie. 2-on-1 for the Dragons. Shot. And Hardy got a piece of it. That, however, was from Lonergan. Middy trying to clear it. They can't use Lonergan again. Drop back. Shot by Rooney. Fought off. Rebound. Nice block. The line. Chris Flynn a drive. It's got blocked and off the boards.
Yeah, just want to go back to that block. Great block by Fagan, who saved the goal. And now
nice save.
Hardy just made another save with 4:32 to go.
That shot from Nolan Rooney.
It's getting close here, Nathan. Definitely a nice game here. It's nice. It's a tight game, too.
Yep. So, Jake Calorie with 2 goals on the evening. His latest one was unassisted.
Does he have an assist as well?
No, he does not. As Cal Glance's goal was from Nate LaPointe. Troy Tokel trying to get out. Okay. Let's see what is Kyle Diaz is to the box.
This has been a problem all night here, Nathan. And Diaz is aggravated, and I don't blame him.
Yep, in my penalty count, there are 5 penalties against Drake and 2 against Boston Latin Academy, not counting. Hold on.
Oh, they're sending them both for roughing, Nathan.
Okay, I did not see LaMonica being sent to the box. Apologies for that.
So it's still going to be 5-on-5.
Yep. And that's LaMonica's second penalty of the period. And his third penalty of the game, as his first one was for interference. Shane Lake looks his head in front. Now RJ Patterson looks to get it out for the middies. He can't, keeping in Joe McAdams. Tyler Lobush gets it out. 3:54 to go in the third period. Joe McAdams, neutral zone, maybe off the stick of Shane Lake either way. Kyle McManus now in his own zone for the middies. Advance ahead, tries to go to the neutral zone, and he's knocked down by Joe McAdams. Penalty against the Dragons.
Yeah, Nathan, you can see that was totally a tripping penalty. And Nathan, this is the time where the middies are going to need to strike. You got a tie game, a minute 30 power play. If they score here, it's going to be a big one.
Yep, 3:37 to go in the next minute 30 of that to be power play time for the middies as Joe McAdams is into the box for a rather obvious trip. Connolly in the point to the right of Mannion. Game tied at 3. As McAdams tripped to Cal, the Dragons wouldn't drop it, but left forward battle fairly quickly for it. Now here comes John Connolly the other way for the Dragons. 3:26 to go. Turnover!
That was a nice play by McManus.
So tripping behind the net, LaPointe. First to Cal. They're evaluating their option that's on the boards. Looks right at Logan. He couldn't get it. He does get Jay Calorie. Calorie left point. Looks at McManus at the right. Can't get him. It's knocked out. McManus to chase with 54 seconds to go in a penalty. 3 minutes square to go in the third. Nate LaPointe has a couple of options. He picks a dumping option rather than going for Tokel. Tokel now behind the net. Berger left corner. Finds Tokel. But it's got him. Chance! And part of that had to do with dislodging the puck by Chris Flynn. Cowley couldn't glove it down. This will get down. As a clear for the Dragons. Chance in front. Rooney. Save. Lonergan. Short-handed. Chance. Save Hardy. He waited too long. Much too long. And Hardy was in good positioning for that.
Yeah, nice save by Hardy there. 17 seconds to go on the power play. Hopefully the middies can get down there and try and get an opportunity.
And it looked like they were going to drop the puck at the blue line for a second. Like, huh? Then it was just the other referee. Face-off is to Hardy's right, as one would expect. Robo's putting to draw for the middies. They try and get it out. Diaz looks for RJ Patterson, couldn't get it to him. Chris Flynn out the other direction. 6 seconds in the penalty. Eric Den behind us on that for the middies. 2:10 to go in regulation time. There is no overtime in Mass High School hockey. 2:01 to go. Alex Fagan dumps in. And if either team scores in the next minute 57, it will be huge. Absolutely huge.
Yeah, you said it, Nathan. Oh, we have a delayed penalty?
Penalty against
Drake.
No, wait.
Oh, no. It's Fagan.
Alex Fagan to the box. Okay.
Are they sending them both again?
Yep, and it'll be Connor Walsh.
I think it's going to be the third double roughing minors of the night, Nathan.
Yep.
2 apiece. Well, not 2 apiece, but 2 guys from the same penalty, I mean.
Yep. Yep, and
I think there's a timeout here.
Yep, someone calls timeout.
So Nathan, while we have some time here, $1:49 to go. You know, tie game. We'll obviously, it's timeout by Drake. We'll obviously take the tie, but what can Drake do to try and get a goal here and prevent Boston from scoring?
Hold on, let's just make sure. Unsportsmanlike against Walsh.
Also,
Elbowing.
it's an elbow for Fagan in unsportsmanlike on. Who was that on?
Okay, so the elbowing was on
Joe
Alex Fagan.
and then Joe
the,
McAdams?
Nope, it was Connor Walsh to
Oh,
the
Walsh,
to the box
okay.
for unsportsmanlike conduct.
So back to what I was saying. So what do the Middies have to do here to score a goal and prevent Boston Latin from getting one too?
You know, first you need to make sure that you can get into your attacking zone. That is key number one. Key number two is basically tied with importance, if not more important than key number one, which is to play strong team defense, and then unload some shots on Brendan Mannion.
Let's see what happens, Nathan.
Center face off and it's tied up, and now the Dragons have it. Shane Lake almost coughed it up. And it gets down. Bringing it ahead is Nolan Rooney, but Kyle McManus is able to get it. Adam Booger played ahead. Nate LaPointe, nice move around. Calorie right side drive does not get on goal. 1:26 to go. And even 25 on 5, as that's what occurs with these matching penalties. Adam Booger looks for Jake Calorie, couldn't get to him, but it's off of Diamond Wonga. Calorie left side, shot, saved by Mannion, and it's sends attacking zone face-off for the Middies with 1:09 to go in a tied game.
Yeah, you know, that was a great shot by Calorie. Tried to go 5-hole, but it was just a good save. And now I think Boston Latin, yep.
Latin calls timeout.
Yep.
So it's been a busy third period in the penalty department.
Definitely.
Yeah, so attacking zone face-off with the Middies with 1:09 to go. Here's your scoring one down. First period, Boston Latin Academy, John Connolly from Nolan Rooney. Boston Latin Academy, Shane Lake, unassisted. Kyle McManus, power play goal from Nate LaPointe. Second period, Jake Calorie from Kyle McManus and Adam Berger, power play goal. Boston Latin Academy, Connor Walsh from John Connolly, power play goal. Third period, Jake Calorie, unassisted.
Yeah, and after the game, I'm going to be doing the 3 stars of the games. And Nathan, I think you're going to want to do yours too. I already have my picks in for now, but this again, it could change. But
yep, we'll see what happens in the next 1:09.
Yep.
Then I'll decide who the 3 stars of the game will be.
Again, I'd like to thank Tyler Massey again and Mike Dobbs for making it here tonight to do the camera. And we're going to get ready to do the face-off here with a $1.09 to go in the third period. Here's Nathan for the final minute of the game.
Connolly and LaPointe to the right. And Alec Vela, left point, keeps it alive. Adam Booger, right to go, 1-on-1 to go. Booger lost control. Trying to get it back. He does, right corner. Behind that, Calorie. Calorie, pass. Look in front, turnover. Nolan Rooney. Dumped down, and then Alec Vela will most likely get it. He will on the boards. Battle right side. Drake gets it. Calorie gets it from McManus.
40 to
Calorie,
go.
38 seconds. Still tied at 3. Kyle McManus looks for Adam Berger in front. Can't get to him. Cupped in by Calorie. Shot sent wide. 26 seconds to go. And Bella can get it. Nolan Rooney right side. 18 seconds. Dropped. Fanned. And Monica drive over the net. And Connolly can't capitalize on a chance. 9 seconds to go. Drake wants to get it out looking for a tie. McAdams, right point. Blocked by McManus. 2 seconds. And this game will finish as a 3-3 tie.
Wow, almost a chance for Boston Latin to take the lead and most likely win this game. And you know what? Going from a 5-0 loss on Sunday to a 3-3 tie, that's a lot better. And I'm now going to do my 3 stars. My number 3 star is going to be from Boston Latin. That is number 5, John Connolly, having a goal and an assist on the night. My number 2 star is going to be my boy Kyle McManus, who also had a goal assist, but The only reason I'm giving him number 2 is he's made some great plays tonight, nice moves, and has been great defensively. And, of course, you guys got to know my number 1 star. It's got to be Jake Calorie, getting 2 goals and giving the Middies a tie here tonight. And now, Nathan, what were yours?
Okay, mine are going to be slightly different. My 3rd star, Kyle McManus, with a goal and an assist, and some very nice defensive plays tonight. 2nd star, Jake Calorie, with 2 goals, and the 1st star, Ryan Hardy. In the first period, he stopped a lot of shots from the Dragons, and that's why I pick him as my 1st star of the game.
Yeah,
so 3rd star for me, McManus, 2nd star, Calorie, 1st star, Hardy.
Yeah, I definitely do agree with you. Ryan Hardy did have a good game, too. He'd probably be my number 4 star, definitely. Both goalies played really well and kept this game really tight the entire game. So, again, I would like to sign off here for Nathan Korm on play-by-play and myself, Zach Pisano, doing color. And we wish you a very Merry Christmas and a very Happy New Year, and everyone have a great holiday.
Our next broadcast is scheduled for next Wednesday, the 28th, at the Ice Center in Salem against Salem, New Hampshire. We'll see you then. Have a good one.
Thanks, guys.